Andreea, the founder of this academy, which deals with IELTS and OET preparation. We are specialized, we are experts in these two exams, and we're happy to help you today understand some strategies of IELTS writing. I remind you that IELTS writing consists of two parts. The first one is an essay, which can be treated from the opinion point of view or from ideas point of view. And the second one will be the description of a chart, of a graph, which requires the display of our, let's say, descriptive and summarizing abilities. Our target today will be what kind of essays, Irina? Advantage outweighing disadvantage essays. And are these ideas or opinion essays, Irina?
Kind of both.
Kind of both. They are a mix. And you will see what the best strategies and the tips are to make the best out of your paper. Let's start.
Okay. Great. I will share the screen first of all to see exactly how we recognize, first of all, this type of task. Okay. Here. Okay, can you see the screen? Okay.
We can see it. I think everybody is muted now.
Yes.
But we can see it.
Okay. So this type of essay has, let's say, two names because it depends on your opinion a lot. So the question that you recognize it from is this: do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, or are advantages more important than disadvantages, or any other, paraphrase of this question. They can ask, are the advantages of this more important than disadvantages, and so on. So this is the question. You have to choose if a phenomenon or a trend, a proposal has more positive aspects than negative aspects. Yeah. And we will discuss the structure a bit to see how we write this kind of essay. So who has some idea about what we start with when we start writing an essay for the exam? Andreea?
We start with the introduction.
Okay, so the first step for any kind of essay is the introduction. Yeah, this is the first paragraph that we have to write. And okay, what else do we start with? What is in this introduction?
We have to paraphrase.
Yeah, paraphrase the topic. Yeah, I have an example here. For example, so this is an essay topic. Yeah, in recent years, more and more people have chosen to read ebooks instead of paper books. Do the advantages of this phenomenon outweigh the disadvantages? So this, when you see this kind of question, you should know that this is an outweigh essay. Yeah, and you will have to discuss the advantages, disadvantages, and also answer the question if you think there are more advantages or more disadvantages. Okay, in this case, let's put it here. What is the topic actually? What is the essay topic basically that we paraphrase?
That many people have chosen to read ebooks instead of paper books.
Okay, great. So this is the topic, yeah, basically, and this is the question. Yeah. So what is paraphrasing now? How can we define it?
To say the same thing but with another words.
Yeah, with different words. Okay, so let's try to paraphrase this together. To do this, we need to find synonyms for as many words as possible from here. So let's see what we can replace. For people, first of all, how can we replace people? Who has some synonyms for this word?
Individuals.
Okay. What else?
Andreea, please, Maxim, Andreea, please mute your microphone. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So maybe, I don't know, Nicoleta, Violeta, one word that has the same meaning as people, a synonym.
Persons.
Persons, sure. Okay, in this case, we can use like a part of the population, for example. So it doesn't have to be an exact synonym, just to have the same meaning. We can use, I don't know, readers, for example, because this is what we are writing about. Yeah, people who read. Okay, now, for ebooks, what are these and how can we replace this word?
Online books can be.
Yeah, it can be online books. Yeah, what else? What is this E here? Because this is an abbreviation. Electronic. Perfect.
Digital.
Digital. Yes. Okay. Electronic books, digital books, and probably there are more. Okay. Or we can say instead of books like documents, anything like that. And paper books. What kind of synonyms do we have here?
Can be normal books.
Not really normal.
Like
we can say maybe traditional books.
traditional.
Yeah, let's not use the word normal in essays. Doesn't really help us. Traditional books. Okay. We can say printed books. Yeah. And again, probably there are even more synonyms, but just for you to have an idea about it. Okay, so we have some helping words. Now, how could we say this thing with different words? Let's try to rephrase it.
Nowadays,
Okay.
many people prefer to read. No. Nowadays, many individuals prefer to read
online books.
Online books instead of traditional books.
Yeah. Okay. This is one way of doing it, of course. And there are countless options. Yeah, so there isn't a secret recipe. We just have to keep the same meaning and change the words, because this is basically what you have to do in writing. Show off, yeah, your vocabulary. Don't use the same words over and over again. So, okay, this is the first step, paraphrase. And there is another part in this introduction that we should write. What is it?
The opinion
Um,
and outline the point.
Okay, so now we give our opinion plus an outline sentence. Okay, your opinion is basically if you think that there are more advantages than disadvantages or the other way around. So what would be your opinion here? How would you answer this question? Are there more advantages or more disadvantages?
Are more advantages.
Okay, so then how would you write it in the essay?
I believe that to read online books has more advantages, and this we say
Disadvantages.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we should also find synonyms. Yeah. So we don't repeat the words advantages, disadvantages, outweigh. If possible, let's try to replace these as well. Okay, let's find some synonyms for advantages.
Synonym, I suppose. Sorry.
Yeah, synonyms. So a word that has the same meaning.
Pros.
Okay, pros we can say, but there are better ones.
Pluses.
Pluses. Okay, pluses. What else? Benefits.
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 Positive aspects, for example. And now for disadvantages is basically the opposite of these. Yeah, we have cons. What's the opposite of pluses?
Minuses.
Minuses. Yeah. Here.
Drawbacks.
Keep this one in mind. And negative aspects. Okay. So if in the question you have do the pluses of this outweigh the minuses, try to replace it with a different one. Yeah. Or if you have benefits and drawbacks, you can use advantages and disadvantages in the introduction. Okay. Great. Now this introduction can have only only two sentences. Yeah, one with the paraphrase and one where you give your opinion and outline what you are going to write about in the essay. Something like, in my opinion, the pluses of this phenomenon outweigh the minuses, and I will explain why in this essay. Yeah, something like this. And that's your introduction. And it should have around 40 words, not more than that. Okay, now, what do we write in the next paragraph? Basically, now we have to prove that there are more, you said advantages, right? Or disadvantages?
Yes.
Anyway, doesn't matter. If you consider that there are more advantages to this, we have to present first one disadvantage. Yeah. So we have in the main body of the essay, we have paragraph 1, one weak point. Yeah. In our case, because we said there are more advantages, the weak point is a disadvantage. Okay, and here you just present it. Yeah, there is a word that you should always start your essay with, and this is arguably. This is a discourse marker. Yeah, it's specific to this type of essay, so keep it in mind. It should always be here. So arguably, and then you write your disadvantage. Yeah, we can say a minus of reading printed books or online books, whatever you choose, is I don't know what. Yeah, and you should describe it. Then, so you have the argument, and you should also write an example. Do you know how examples sound like in IELTS writing? They cannot be personal examples from your life. They have to be like studies or some research or a survey. You have to use words like this. Yeah, they don't necessarily have to be true, so you can invent, but this is the form that you should give them. So let's find one disadvantage of this fact that people read online books instead of printed books. What is one disadvantage?
That you can't find the paper books in the library all the time.
Okay. And yeah, you have to develop more.
And many people has to wait.
To wait
for the book on a queues or.
So yeah, here you are telling me it's more about the internet, that it's fast, you have everything at your fingertips and so on. Yeah, you can write about this. Yeah, so that's a good argument. As an example, what could we write here? It has to be some research. Let's invent something that makes our argument seem real and strong. It can sound like, I don't know, there was a survey conducted by I don't know which library, yeah, and the results were that 80% of people, I don't know, said that they waited too long for a book or something like this.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, with better words if possible. But this is the kind of example that you should write here. So not from your own experience, yeah, or a friend or something like this. Okay. The next paragraph, paragraph 2. Yeah. Now we start with presenting advantages, which are our stronger points. So here we start with, for example, turning to the advantages. This is another discourse marker. You know, always you should have this here. It's like the part of the skeleton of the essay. Turning to the advantages, or the pluses or benefits, anything you prefer. And here we have to mention one advantage, or one benefit, plus one example, as we did here. One disadvantage and one example. Here we have one benefit. The next paragraph, paragraph 3, we should have another benefit, because we said there are more benefits. It means that we should write 2 benefits and only one disadvantage. And here we can start like another plus is and the same idea. Yeah, we present one benefit plus one example. Okay, so this was the main body of the essay. The last paragraph, what is it?
Conclusion.
All the time, conclusion. Again, this one should have around 40 words. And here we should summarize everything that we said. Yeah, we have to mention again all our arguments, plus restate your opinion. Yeah. So basically, you should say something like, although there is this disadvantage, yeah, I consider that there are more advantages. What are some advantages of reading online books as opposed to printed ones?
Low cost.
Okay, yeah, low cost. A lot of them are also free, right? But printed books, we have to buy them or borrow them. Yeah, that's a whole process. Good. Something else. Another plus.
A variety of books.
Okay, yeah, clearly on the internet you have everything, any language, yeah. So you can have a variety as opposed to physically. Okay, good. So we have these three arguments, one disadvantage and 2 benefits. Okay, in the conclusion, as I told you, try not to bring, so do not bring new ideas. Summarizing means you only, repeat your 3 arguments. That's what you do for every essay, we summarize. And restating your opinion, you just say again. Yeah, that's why I consider that there are more advantages than disadvantages. Okay. This would be the structure for this type of essay. Okay. Let's discuss just one more topic. Okay, for example, this. Some people believe that children should start studying a foreign language in primary school. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages?
Yes.
Okay. So
Agreed. Now let's argue.
Okay. So there are more advantages, you said, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. When you have more advantages, can you tell me the structure? How does it go? We just discussed it. So we have the introduction and then what?
We have the main body paragraph, the first one. We have to say the weak part,
Okay.
the disadvantage.
A disadvantage. Okay. And then 2 advantages. So do we have any disadvantage here? We have to find one anyway.
Um,
A disadvantage. Yes.
The disadvantage can be that in the future, the children can't, if they go in another country, they can't.
Okay, be careful. So the question is, should children start studying a foreign language in primary school or not? Yeah.
In primary school.
So we have to find one disadvantage of this. Children studying foreign language in primary school. Does it have any negative aspects?
We can say about the skills. They can.
What about them?
I think it's more about cognitive skills than exam skills, right?
Yes. Yes.
The children learn quickly.
Yeah.
Dar nu știu cum să mă exprim exact.
Yes, fast learning is an attribute of these ages, true. What else?
What else?
They can learn better two languages in the same time, and they can go in different schools or different parts, and they can talk in another language if it's needed.
Okay, so like future, yeah, better educational opportunities or professional opportunities, we can say that. Okay, that's we mentioned like two advantages, and we also need one disadvantage. Why is this a bad idea? We have to find a reason.
The children can be very solicited, learning so
Okay.
many.
Yeah, as a disadvantage, we can mention this, that, certain parents consider that their children have a very busy schedule at school or something, which is why adding even more, subjects wouldn't be such a good idea. So we can mention that as a disadvantage. And then as an advantage, first one, future educational opportunities, yeah, or professional opportunities. Okay, and it's a good idea to start in primary school because, yeah, they learn faster. Another advantage, we know that studying a foreign language develops, brain functions. Yeah, so if they start when they're children, again, it's a benefit for their adult life and so on. Okay, so that's about it. Do you have any questions about the structure or anything else related to this type of essay?
So in conclusion, we have to restate the opinion and to say about advantages and disadvantages, no?
Okay, yeah, we just repeat these three ideas.
What mean this 40 words?
Yes, 40 words. Around
the
that.
introduction and the conclusion should be 40 words usually. It's a good idea for any essay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Irina, for your explanations today. I think they were very helpful.
Yes.
And looking forward to seeing you next time with other free lessons or other 3 strategies for IELTS and OET.